Hey everybody, welcome back to our curated playthrough of Mass Effect. In the previous episode, we explored Rift Station and managed to have a chat with the various survivors of these labs. We soon discovered that the guards posted here were actually keeping Matriarch Benezia hidden from us. We eventually caught up to her though and confronted her, but unfortunately we did have to take her out. But not before she revealed that Saren's goal is to locate the lost Mu relay. Now we do have one last loose end, and that is what to do with the Rachni Queen.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing, not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange, flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind, the children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Big risk.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No, our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
Okay, I think she's trying to say that she would have killed those Rachni down below herself anyway.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
This is a big risk, but you know what? I'm not about to commit genocide.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Alright, 24 Paragon points. And I think with that, we have nothing left to do here on Noveria. Doesn't look like we can go back that way. Okay, pathway to the trams here. Yeah, it looks like it's open. Don't think there's anything else for us here to do, so let's go back. Now, yeah, that seemed to be a pretty big decision, to be honest, but and a bit of a risky one, to be frank. So hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us later. But you know what? As mentioned before, I think sometimes compassion can go a long way, so hopefully it pays off. I mean, we got the 24 Paragon points though, so that's something. Alright, and with that, I think we are done in Noveria. All in all, I think it was a successful mission. We did manage to confront Venezia. We did have to stop her though, but that's Saren's right-hand person gone.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Oh damn, that wasn't called for.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. My children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Alright, couple of extra Paragon points there. Now, since we have completed Noveria, I think we only have the Pharos mission left in terms of main assignments. Cool. So I think it might be a good idea at this point just to check out the codex. Here's the entry on the Rachni under extinct races, but we now know obviously that that's not the case. And since speaking to the matriarch, we've learnt a little bit more about Sovereign, the dreadnought that Saren commands.
Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectres Saren. An enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet, it is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it is a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields powerful enough to land on a planetary surface. This implies it has a massive Element Zero core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power.
Sounds like Sovereign might be the most powerful ship in this galaxy that we know of so far. Now, since we've learnt a little bit about Sovereign and Dreadnoughts, let's have a detailed read on the Codex for Dreadnoughts. The Dreadnought is the unlimited arbiter of space warfare. Millions of tons of metal, ceramic, and polymer dedicated to the projection of firepower against an enemy vessel of like ability. No sane commander would face a Dreadnought with anything less than another Dreadnought. A Dreadnought's power lies in the length of its main gun. Dreadnoughts range from 800 meters to 1 kilometer long. With a main gun of commensurate length, an 800-meter mass accelerator is capable of accelerating one 2-kilogram slug to a velocity of 283 kilometers per second every 2 seconds. Each slug has the kinetic energy of 38 kilotons of TNT, 3 times the energy released by the fission weapon that destroyed Hiroshima. When used to bombard planets, some of this kinetic energy is lost due to atmospheric re-entry friction. As a rule of thumb, each Earth atmosphere of air pressure saps approximately 20% of a projectile's impact energy. The Turian fleet presently has 37 dreadnoughts, the Asari 21, and the Solarians 16. Humanity has 6, with an additional hull under construction at Arcturus Station. Alliance battleships are named for mountains of Earth: Everest class, Everest, Fuji, Elbrus. Kilimanjaro class, Kilimanjaro, Taishan, Shasta, and Aconcagua, which is under construction. Very, very cool indeed. Alright, well, I think it's time for us to decide on what to do next. Now, since we've just completed one of our main missions, I think it might actually be a good time to go down and check in with the crew. We probably especially want to have a chat with Liara, since we did have to take Matriarch Benezia down, and basically we had to take down her mother, but we'll chat with her in a second.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file, on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I'd think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. It was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I I lost control. I killed him, Shepard.
Damn.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Let's see what he thinks about the previous mission.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Okay, sounds like he didn't agree with my choice with the Rachni Queen.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Now, we do need to speak to Liara, but might actually give her a little bit more time to process what's happened. Let's go downstairs first. See if we can have a chat with some of the crew downstairs. Probably gonna spend a bit of time re-equipping our stuff and just planning out who we're gonna take for the next sorties. Haven't spoken to Garrus in a while. Let's start with him.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat, but only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone, but what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Garrus does seem very impatient. Let's chat to Williams.
Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up what's-her-name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. Anyway, interested in a quick drink? It's a special occasion.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
I should have figured this out myself. I don't know how I can help you, though.
Look at who I am, Shepard. Do you ever hear me ask for help? It's not that bad things don't happen to me. If you stay with me long enough, maybe I'll tell you about some of them. But I deal with them myself. I don't need a shoulder to cry on, a knight to rescue me, or a man to make me happy. This is who I am. I like her. And you better like her too. So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
Everyone comes with baggage, Ash. The trick is finding a matched set.
That's awful. Tell me you got that out of a fortune cookie. But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
The Alliance isn't perfect, but it does well enough.
Have to disagree with you there, Skipper. Giving aliens the run of our most advanced ship? Kowtowing to the Council?
The Alliance should be able to stand on its own. We can't. Yet. Why not learn from the races who've been standing for the last 1,000 years?
How can you say that, given everything we've seen out here? They're already acting like Saren is our problem, already sicking us on the bear. The Council races will always think of themselves first. It's human nature. We can't afford to trust them, not if the survival of humanity is on the line.
Ash, you believe in God, an infallible, all-knowing creator with a plan for the universe. You think the diversity of views in the galaxy wasn't part of that?
I don't know what God intends, Shepard. I don't think humans have some divine mandate, if that's what you mean. I don't think we're superior.
Humans are aggressive. We think fast, we move fast. Wars have started because of our need for constant progress. The Council can balance that.
Well, that's... Guess I never thought of it that way. All big picture, I mean. It doesn't make what happened to Granddad any better, though.
What happened to your grandfather shouldn't have happened.
Well, at least somebody knows that. You and he would have gotten along. He was a tough old bastard. I have a feeling things will come to a head soon. But don't worry, Shepard. I'll protect you.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Skipper.
Yeah, we do.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Alright. Well, our Rachni decision definitely wasn't popular. Let's do some equipment management here. Okay, so let's start off with our own equipment. I'm really liking the Thunder here, so yeah, we've got a next level up, so we might take one of those. And let's just make sure we've got the best when it comes to the grenade launcher as well. Maybe we'll switch it up actually. Maybe we'll use this cryo explosive. Okay. And pistols. Let's see. We've got quite a few level 5s here. Yeah, a couple of stilettos. Maybe we'll take one of them. And shotguns. Yeah, plenty of level 5s here as well. Yeah, let's take one of the tornadoes. We've got like 4 of them. Okay. Now, I think we're going to be taking Rex with us in the next sortie, so let's just quickly take a look at his equipment here. He's probably going to be rocking the shotgun most of the time, and yeah, we had plenty of level 5s here. But it does look like the shotgun that we're using now is already pretty good. Maybe we'll skip on the shotguns for now. We could probably give him a better assault rifle. And let's see. Maybe you can take one of these new rounds, shredder rounds. And second upgrade. Oh, we've got level 4 combat scanners. Maybe we need to go back and re-equip Shepard with one of those. Okay, I think we'll keep the current upgrade we have. Now Rex does use some level of biotics, so we could probably give him a better amp. Although we only have one, so maybe we might keep that. Let's see. Armor. Yeah, that's looking really good. And upgrades. Wow, difficult decision, guys. A lot of them are pretty good, but I think maybe ablative coating might be good. Okay. Let's just go back to Shepard here, and I just want to give him a better upgrade for his armor. I think we could probably give him... yeah, this is looking like the right one here. Medical interface 5. Now, I am also going to take Caden out in the next one as well. So let's have a look at his equipment. Pistols for him. Yeah, he can definitely do with a better pistol at this point. And let's switch his upgrades. Maybe he can take one of these shredder rounds, I think. And let's see, he's got heatsink 3 right now. Any better heatsinks? Okay, doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll keep that. Yeah, so maybe we'll give Caden a better Omni tool as well. Actually, maybe we'll keep that for Tali, because she's our main electronics expert. Yeah, and he can take the better amp, actually. Alright, now he hasn't had a better armor set in a while, so we might give him one of these light armors. Hydra 4. Oh yeah, that looks badass. So, maybe we'll give him this kinetic buffer, because that gives a little bit of a buff to biotics. And just going back to our own equipment here, almost forgot, but we just want to grab combat scanner level 4, I think. Alright, looking good. Let's have a chat with Rex.
Shepard.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex is very, very cold indeed. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to have a look at the codex once more because I think we've got a few things unlocked. So, let's start with the council races. So we've got one here on Solarian biology. Solarians are noted for their high-speed metabolism, which allows them to function on just 1 hour of sleep a day. Their minds and bodies work faster than most sapient races, making them seem restless or hyperactive. The drawback of this active metabolism is a short lifespan of around 40 human years. The Solarians are amphibian, haplodiploid egg layers. Unfertilized eggs produce males, and fertilized eggs produce females. Once a year, a Solarian female will lay a clutch of dozens of eggs. Social rules prevent all but a fraction from being fertilized. As a result, 90% of the species is male. Solarians have photographic memories and rarely forget a fact. They also possess a form of psychological imprinting, tending to defer to those they knew in their youth. Solarian hatching is a solemn ritual in which the clan Dalatras, or matriarch, isolates herself with the eggs. The young Solarians psychologically imprint on her and tend to defer to her wishes. During the hatching of daughters, the Dalatrases of the mother's and father's clans are present at the imprinting. This ensures the offspring have equal loyalty to both, ensuring the desired dynastic and political unity. Alright. And we have one more on the Turian government. The Turian government is a hierarchical meritocracy. While it has great potential for misuse, this is tempered by civic duty and personal responsibility Turians learn in childhood. Turians have 27 citizenship tiers, beginning with civilians, client races and children. The initial period of military service is the second tier. Formal citizenship is conferred at the third tier after boot camp. For client races, citizenship is granted after the individual musters out. Higher-ranked citizens are expected to lead and protect subordinates. Lower-ranked citizens are expected to obey and support superiors. Promotion to another tier of citizenship is based on the personal assessment of one's superiors and co-rankers. Throughout their lives, Turians ascend to higher tiers and are occasionally demoted to lower ones. The stigma associated with demotion lies not on the individual, but on those who promoted him when he wasn't ready for the additional responsibility. This curbs the tendency to promote individuals into positions beyond their capabilities. Setting into a role and rank is not considered stagnation. Turians value knowing one's own limitations more than being ambitious. At the top are the Primarchs, who each rule a colonization cluster. The Primarchs vote on matters of national import. They otherwise maintain a hands-off policy, trusting the citizens on each level below them to do their jobs completely. Turians enjoy broad freedoms, so long as one completes his duties and does not prevent others from completing theirs. Nothing is forbidden. For example, there are no laws against recreational drug use, but if someone is unable to complete his duties due to drug use, his superiors step in. Judicial proceedings are interventions. Peers express their concern and try to convince the offender to change. If rehabilitation fails, Turians have no qualms about sentencing dangerous individuals to life at hard labor for the state. Sounds hard, but fair? Now, after speaking to Rex, I think we have one more codex on the Krogan. Krogan Military Doctrine. Traditional Krogan tactics were built on attritional mass unit warfare. Equipped with cheap, rugged gear, troop formations were powerful but inflexible. Command and control was very centralized. Soldiers in the field who saw a target contacted their commanders behind the lines to arrange fire support. Since the Genophage, the Krogan can no longer afford the casualties of the old Horde attacks. The Battle Masters are a match for any 10 soldiers of another species. To a Battle Master, killing is a science. They focus on developing a clean, brute force economy of motion that exploits their brutal strength to incapacitate enemies with a swift single blow of overwhelming power. This change of focus from mass unit warfare to maximal efficiency has increased employment demand in fields of security and muscle for hire. Due to the unsavory reputation of the Krogan, most of these jobs are on the far side of the law. Battlemasters are not spit and polish, but they do believe in being well armed and equipped, preferably with a gun for each limb. They are callous and brutal, but methodical and disciplined. They use any means at their disposal to achieve their goals, no matter how reprehensible. Hostage-taking and genocide are acceptable means to ensure a quiet occupation with few Krogan casualties. The Krogan serving with Saren's forces appear to be returning to the old style of mass attritional combat. They also work in close cooperation with supporting Geth units, who fill the roles occupied by combat drones in other armies. Biotics are rare among the Krogan. Those that exist are viewed with suspicion and fear. The Krogan see this aura of fear as a useful quality for an officer and often promote them. Combat drones and other high-tech equipment are likewise in short supply. There you go. Quite a little bit more lore there. I think now is a good time to head back up and we should check in on Liara, especially since the last mission and facing off with the Matriarch. And as I mentioned in some of our previous videos, I am going to be pursuing a relationship with Liara, so let's see if we can progress that as well.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
There we have it. So, we have confirmed our interest with Liara. While we're here, why don't we just have a read of one more of the codexes about the Protheans, since she's very interested in the Protheans. Here we go. Prothean data disks. Despite all the evidence confirming the existence of the Protheans, little is known about their culture and society. From time to time, dig sites will yield new clues, but after 50,000 years of decay, little of value is unearthed. Recent research has focused on the discovery of Prothean data disks. On their own, they are frail and rarely found in one piece. Occasionally, however, an intact disk will be discovered within a console or reading device. To date, over 36 disks have been recovered, and a few of those have been restored to the point where researchers can begin analyzing them. Though it may be some time before scientists discover a way to transfer the data off the disks, they are currently considered the most tangible leads for learning more about the Prothean culture. Alright, and since we spoke to Liara just before, I think we picked up one more item on the Asari. Asari religion. The pantheistic mainstream Asari religion is Siari, which translates roughly as all is one. The faithful agree on certain core truths. The universe is a consciousness. Every life within it is an aspect of the greater whole, and death is a merging of one's spiritual energy back into the greater universal consciousness. Siarists don't specifically believe in reincarnation. They believe that spiritual energy returned to the universal consciousness upon death will eventually be used to fill new mortal vessels. Siari became popular after the Asari left their homeworld and discovered their ability to meld with nearly any form of life. This ability is seen as proof that all life is fundamentally similar. Siari priestesses see their role as promoting unity between the disparate shards of the universe's awarenesses. Before the rise of Siari pantheism, Asari religions were as diverse as their political opinions. The strongest survivor of those days is the monotheistic religion worshipping the goddess Athame. Like the Asari, the goddess cycles through the triple aspects of maiden, matron, and matriarch. Righto. Quite a bit of codex reading this episode, but I think it's nice to learn a little bit more lore about this game. But I reckon now is the right time to go upstairs and see if we can make our way to our next destination. Actually, I do want to have a chat with one more person before we leave, and that's Joker. We haven't really checked in on him for a while.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
You and me both, Joker. Wasn't really a big fan of Novaria. Not a big fan of the cold either. So, but anyway, let's plan out our next move here. Now, there is one mission that I do really want to get done, and that is the request from Rex to find his family armor. So let's see here. Here it is, family armor. So find the Turian who stole Rex's family armor. He's hiding at the base somewhere in the Argus Row cluster. Okay. We have been to the Argus Row cluster before, but there was one system that we didn't visit, so we just need to head back there.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the Ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Oh, okay, so the Council has made contact with us. Let's see what they want.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Okay, Alright, so it looks like we've got a couple more main objectives now. One of them is to visit this planet called Vermeer, and this other one, Race Against Time. So we just need to explore all of the main mission objectives. Okay. We will get to Vermeer, but I'm keen on getting a few more secondary assignments done first, so let's get to the galaxy map. And Argus Row, right next door. So we've been to the Hydra system, and yeah, here it is, the Phoenix system. Alright, here we are in the Phoenix system. So as usual, I think we'll just work our way from the top. Vebinok. Vebinok is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonaceous material, water ice, and low-density silicates. Rare but concentrated loads of light metals have been deposited by asteroid impacts. One hemisphere of Vebinok is covered by surface deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a Turian bulk gas transport was attacked by pirates in the Phoenix system. Damaged, it made a rough landing on Vebinok. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of surface ice, and ruptured shipping containers spilled LOX across the surface. Before this evaporated and escaped Vebinok's weak gravity, it reacted to cause the widespread rust. Scans from orbit have detected a deposit of cobalt. Alright, and next we've got Patashi. Patashi is a sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, Patashi is tidally locked to Phoenix. Seas of molten light metals cover much of the sunward side. While scanning this planet, you detected a deposit of samarium. Never heard of samarium before. Might have to look that one up. Tuntau. Here we go. We can land on this one. Tuntau is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide, with deposits of various light metals. While Tuntau is not habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argus Row cluster to land for drive discharge. Alright, now we won't actually land just yet. I think we might just continue exploring the rest of the Phoenix system. Next, Silsalto. Silsalto is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has no remarkable features. Fair enough. And we've got a couple of asteroid belts here, so let's quickly have a look at them. Whoa, got lucky there. Carbonaceous asteroid. This asteroid is emitting a weak, intermittent signal at a frequency of 1540 megahertz. During a scan of the Phoenix System asteroid field, you detected an odd energy reading that Tali determined was Quarian in nature. She led a recon team into the asteroid field where she discovered an abandoned freighter. The team could not determine why the ship was there, but they did find a Prothean data disk on board. Alright, and let's just check this inner ring. Doesn't look like there's anything else. And let's just check on the outside ring. Alright, well, it doesn't appear like there's anything there on that one, so let's go back to Tuntao and let's land. Now, since we're searching for Rex's family armor, I think we better take him with us. And let's also bring Caden. Alright, let's go. Here we are on Tuntao. So what do we have? A hidden structure right next to us. Debris and an anomaly. Okay, so I reckon this hidden structure is really where we want to be heading to find that armor. Whoops, sorry, misclick there, guys. Ignore that. Being a hidden structure, I'm guessing we're going to have to go through some of these mountainous areas, so let's see if we can climb up and see if we can spot it. Okay, so maybe just past this next mountain range, and hopefully we can see it from there. We are getting pretty close. I mean, I can definitely see it on radar now. Ah, there we are. Okay, let's head down there. Surprise! Alright. That wasn't too bad. Entrance looks like it's just here, so let's head on inside.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Okay. Quite a few targets on radar already, so let's be extra careful here. Don't see anyone. Let's move the team up. Just want to be extra careful that we're not gonna get flanked here, because yeah, this is a little bit claustrophobic. Can see a pirate over there.
Fire in the hole!
Let's try that. Nice. Okay, I think that set them all off. Damn it. Some people on the high ground as well.
Go, go, go!
Alright, these guys are really tough, actually. Oh, that's Caden. Maybe let's chuck stasis on this guy. Now focus on the guy on the left.
Go, go, go!
these enemies are definitely a lot tougher. Just recharge our shields there. Oh, okay, that's a bit dangerous. I think that's a Asari commando. Ooh. Ow. Okay, that wasn't a commando. I thought it looked like an Asari. Okay, we've still got 3 more. Not entirely sure where they are. Man, these pirates are really tough. They're recharging shields and everything. Oh, nice. Good lift there. Seems like there's still one more above us.
Regroup!
Just want to be extra careful here, because even one of these guys can rush us and end everything pretty quickly. We've got him cornered. Nice.
All targets down.
Okay, we are clear. So let's see what loot we can find, and yeah, with any luck we can find that family armor that Rex is looking for. Oh, nice. We've got so much stuff here. Couple of upgrades there. More weapon upgrades. Let's take everything else first. Some more metagel. Nice. Okay, I'm guessing it's gonna be in here. Easy.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Rex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful perhaps. Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. Very nice. Alright, so that's Rex's quest all done and dusted. So let's head back outside. Actually, there is one more room we should check out. All of these buildings in the frontier seem to have a similar layout, so I'm guessing this room is explorable. Some spare metagel. Ooh, a couple of crates. Ah, crap. Whoops. Ooh, okay, just in the nick of time. Thank you very much. Alright, and I think that's it. So let's head back outside. Alright guys, well, with the family armor for Rex retrieved, I think this is a pretty good place for a bit of a break. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you in the next one.